43,000 Americans were shot to death last year, 6 times more than all 7,000 of our soldiers killed overseas in Afghanistan and Iraq during the entire 20-year war on global terror. In America, you are way, way, way more likely to get shot and killed staying home than you are going off to war. According to the Gun Violence Archives, there have been 40 mass shootings so far this year, and it's still only January. Probably more mass shootings since I last checked. I do know that since the Monterey Park shooting, there have been 2 separate mass shootings in Louisiana and 1 in Mississippi. As we begin, police in Half Moon Bay, California, report there has been a shooting in the coastal community just 28 miles south of San Francisco. Police in Des Moines, Iowa, report 2 students are dead and another injured after a gunman opened fire at a school for at-risk youth attending Iowa's public schools. A school for at-risk students was shot up on Monday, begging the question, what American students aren't at risk? The ages of the victims and the shooter are not yet known. Every day, 12 children here in America die from gun violence. Another 32 are shot and injured. I need not remind you that the number 1 cause of death for children in America is guns, not traffic accidents or cancer, guns. 43,000 Americans die from gun violence each year. Like I said, in 1 year, more Americans will be shot to death than all our soldiers who served overseas in Iraq and Afghanistan during our 20-year war against global terror. Each year, America spends more on weapons than all our potential adversaries combined. When all is said and done, America will spend $1 trillion on weapons in 1 year. 43,000 dead Americans each year from guns. We're spending $1 trillion a year on defense weapons. How safe are you feeling, America? How safe are you feeling, America, when you say goodbye to your kids as they head off to school? What does it tell you that Americans are far more likely to be killed by one of our own than someone from overseas? It's not the terrorists from overseas who are killing all these Americans. It's Americans, 43,000 a year. But we keep making and buying these weapons. We keep making and buying them. Canada and Mexico, they're not going to invade us. Russia and China, they're not invading us. Now, I'm told we need to spend $1 trillion a year on military equipment to protect our financial interests overseas, keep the shipping lanes open. I would be willing to accept that we need to spend $1 trillion a year on weapons to maintain our fantastic way of life, but I hate my way of life, and most Americans hate their way of life. Where is the defense spending dividend? Where's the wealth that's supposedly generated by Raytheon and Boeing keeping us all safe? All this money for weapons, yet half this country can't come up with $1,000 for an emergency. Thanks for keeping the shipping lanes open. Thank you. Our way of life stinks to high heaven, and it's because Americans have a war economy that has trained us to believe guns make us safer, and they do not.